Charles, any idea who is behind this swatting?
No idea. I mean, we've asked police. They want to try and track those things down when it happens, but they don't know on this one. And I think they figured out pretty quickly when David's parents came to the door that that's what was going on here. They didn't see any activity, and the area where their home is in a very rural area. It's not like there's a lot of houses around. So, when police are pulling up, there's no activity. It would have been pretty obvious to them if there was some crisis going on as they pulled up.
Sure, but you can't escape the date, September 18th, and it's a day after the LA house that he was renting was raided. Coincidence or something more?
It does seem strange to say that this is coincidence, and his parents said to the police, somebody is messing with us. And clearly, even if David wasn't at the house, his parents are aware of what's going on back in LA. And I think at that point, you got to remember, David's name had been out there enough. It was easy enough to know where he's from in Texas, that this was likely someone who's been watching the investigation and has strong feelings about it and decided to prank the home where his parents live, perhaps even doing it thinking that David was there. Because remember, even when the police executed their search warrant, we hadn't seen David in public. Everyone was wondering where he was. And we now know that the day after that search warrant, he moved out of the house. But we haven't seen him since. So, I'll be honest, Ashley, when we got this body cam, the main thing we were looking for, we knew at the point we ordered the body cam, we got it from police. We knew that this was a swatting incident. What we were wondering is whether or not when they went to the house, whether or not they would see David there. Didn't turn out that way.
What was the response from the parents once the police did knock on that door regarding who was at home and who wasn't?
So they said to the police that their daughter was there and also their son, which immediately we thought, oh, is that David? Did she just confirm that David's there? We went back and looked and found that we knew that David had a younger sister. There was also a younger brother who clearly lived there with their parents. They're both minors. So that's who we think they're talking about. Is it possible that David was there and they just didn't say anything? I guess.
So David, from what we gather, is that his mother was really heavily involved in his career. There's apparently a video saying, he had to ask for her permission to use, private plane, which makes me wonder if David would have been able to travel back and forth to Los Angeles during this tour, if he were involved in anything nefarious, without her permission and without her knowing exactly why.
I think he could have. I know that she was involved in his career, but she's not officially his manager, and he is now, adult age. Certainly, when he was a minor and getting started in the business, she had a lot of say in what was going on. But he's managed by people at his label now, so there's nothing we've heard that makes it seem like his mom had that much control over him at this point. So I don't think necessarily she knew exactly where he was, at every moment during this tour. So whether or not she would know his whereabouts during that time when the body was found and the weeks right before that, I don't have any indication that she would.